Good morning, Wojak ETH community. Today is January 23rd, 2026, a gorgeous Friday morning. The market seems to be going sideways, like it's been doing for the past week or so. Bitcoin hovering around 90,000. Wojak is doing really bad. I mean, so I think we had 6 days straight of red candle. Last time we had a 6 day straight of red candle, I think it was 2 months ago. And as far as I know, I don't think we ever had 7 days of red candle. So we'll see if we see another red candle tomorrow. It's going to be record breaking. Officially, we haven't really crossed the recent low of around 0.000112 ish. Except on Gate.io, which is the CEX I like to use to trade. I think he actually broke the 0.0011 level to as low as 0.00109. Several of my orders got triggered overnight, so I bought some more. But the majority of my cash is still, being trapped inside Coinbase, and it's gonna start unlock tomorrow on Saturday. So hopefully, I can pick up more Wojak at these historical low levels. Again, nobody knows how low it's going to go, especially with gold and silver keep making all-time highs. I think gold is at 5,000, silver is at 100. It's just ridiculous how fast gold and silver is rising, and of course a lot has to do with the uncertainty regarding what's happening in Iran. The world is anticipating U.S. is going to eventually go in and remove the Ayatollah, and I hope so as well. And that's why people are just flocking into safe havens like gold and silver. And because Bitcoin is so new, nobody knows what's going to happen to Bitcoin in a major war. In my opinion, Bitcoin is much better than gold in wars. Not saying that I want one. I'm hoping the best scenario is going to be similar to what happened to Maduro in Venezuela, that the special forces is going to go in and eliminate all the, if not all, but the majority of the top brass of the IRGC, especially Khamenei and his son, his family, and also his cronies. If that's the case, that's the most ideal scenario, But I think the problem with Iran is a little bit more complicated than Venezuela, because you're not only dealing with a thug regime, you're dealing with a thug religion. And what I'm talking about is Islam, this pure evil religion that has this choke on not only Iran, but on other 57 other countries all over the world. And they will fight tooth and nails to survive the Islamic regime. So there's no easy solution here. We might see a full-scale war, and this might be the beginning of World War III. And that's why we see gold and silver just going through the roof, and Bitcoin is not moving. Hopefully, it doesn't come to that. Hopefully, the situation will de-escalate once Khamenei is removed. Because right now the atrocities in Iran, the videos that's been trickling out, you can just see, the unimaginable horror people have been enduring. The Iranians, the brave men and women of Iran, have been enduring over the past 2 weeks, and whatever estimates and these reports coming out of the country, does not even reflect a fraction of the true horror of the past 2 weeks. And the true horror will not be known until, the internet is back on in Iran. It really was literal hell in Tehran over the past 2 weeks for the Iranian people, and just shows the world, the Iranian people are spilling their blood to show the world how evil the Islamic regime is. So this might be, the beginning of World War III, as we say. But if not, um, the best scenario plays out, it'll be great for the Iranian people and for the Middle East and for the whole world. Either way, the world is waking up to the evil of Islam. And, I attended a support rally for Israel and Iran yesterday. And any Wojaks out there, if you have the burden in your heart for the fighting, the struggle of the Iranian people, voice your support for them, please. My heart has been heavy for the past few days. Just simply realizing what atrocities the people of Iran are enduring, because starting is somewhat up, and you have these videos and reports trickling out from Iran. So really can't focus too much on Wojak, except just buying the dips, but let's give our support, to the brave men and women of Iran, and to Trump, and to Benjamin Netanyahu, all the people all around the world in support of the Iranian struggle. Even Japan right now, today I saw news of the Japanese people demonstrating, showing their support to the Iranians. And I think the new Prime Minister of Japan, she's instituting a legislation to deport, quote unquote, the cultures who are not compatible with the Japanese culture. That's certainly the Islamic culture. So, I know that this is not a political channel, but for the past 2 weeks, this what's happening in Iran has been weighing heavily on my heart, and that's why I'm spending today's time to just let out some of the frustration, I have. But shout out to the community members, to Christoph, Francois, to Cherry VR, Klaus, everyone. I know it's hard to see, the price just keep going, making lows, but you can't really have the rewards of 10,000x, 1,000x without going through these hardships. So just keep the faith, spending time in nature, and just take a walk outside. If the price actions making you feeling too depressed, just hodl and hodl through the difficulties, and bright days are ahead. I believe 2026, I think, is going to be a wonderful year for crypto. So that's all I have. Thank you guys for listening. I will see everyone tomorrow.